Well, now you guys, you've just released, just in the last couple of weeks, your 7th full length, In the Land of, released March 29th on Dine Alone Records. I mean, has it gotten any easier? I mean, do you guys have a routine for writing and recording now, Tim?
I mean, yeah, we kind of do a lot of work in our own studio beforehand, like doing like fully fleshed out like demos, and then we kind of take that stuff into the studio and sometimes use a lot of the stuff that we've been working on. Sometimes we start from scratch, but yeah.
Is it the same thing for you, Loel? You got a home studio, or?
We have a space that we share in Montreal,
right?
And yeah, we kind of put things together there, put the tunes together there, and then see where we need to go from there.
Now, one thing that I've heard and read and heard in the lyrics and the songs is it seems like you guys are sort of getting more and more political with your lyrics. I mean, is that a pretty fair assessment?
Yeah, I think there's a few songs that are like, that have political messages, but it's not. I don't think it's a conscious effort. It's just something that kind of happens. But yeah, I mean, the past Terror and Beneficiary and America are all come to mind as.
I was just gonna say now the track Beneficiary. I mean, I think there's a specific story behind the lyrics. Is there not, Tim?
Yeah, I mean, I wish Paul was here to tell you about it, but
yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I mean, it came from something he was reading. Actually, Loel might be able to answer this better than I will.
Over to Loel.
Oh, I think you got. Yeah. I was an Australian writer. I feel bad for not remembering his name, but yeah, something that he mentioned in an interview. Just about being, kind of birthed into a world, I guess, that where you like with your, I guess, privilege or whatever, beneficiary of a genocide is kind of what he was explaining. Yeah.
I was just thinking now, I mean, about the song Beneficiary. I'm just trying to think about, the writing process of you guys. I mean, the song sounds, it's anthemic. I mean, it seems like an odd choice considering the lyrics, right? I mean, was that a conscious choice?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, totally conscious. Because we were thinking, with those lyrics, it's pretty kind of easy to think of maybe just kind of doing a somber kind of treatment to it.
Yeah.
But we thought we'd just go full ABBA, full disco noir, and just go for it, because I think that that way, well, it's a single, so it was on the airwaves and stuff, so it gets this. It's kind of interesting to think about that song like somebody literally going to work or coming home from work, or just going about their day, and kind of it makes you maybe stop and think, and just it's like the format is definitely makes more people hear it, I think.
Yeah. I mean, I was thinking like it's almost ironically happy sounding, right? Like, sure. 15-year-old kids shouting this, 115-year-old kids shouting this out loud.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I don't know.
It's definitely weird. I mean, when we play it live, we're it's not a happy thing. It's like we just kind of put our heads down and just trying to nail it. And it's, it's very just focused. It's not like, it's not really a happy moment, but the music is. That's the juxtaposition that we played with a lot in a lot of our, music / I think that's kind of like part of the art of it. Just kind of applying that juxtaposition. It's odd. I think it makes the lyrics kind of maybe a bit more. Like, I think if we treated it some other way, we might not be talking about it right now.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a conversation piece. I couldn't help but thinking there's a scene, do you guys know that movie Natural Born Killers? Have you ever seen that movie before? You know that scene where Mallory is at home with Rodney Dangerfield?
Yeah, that rings a bell, yep.
When I was listening to the song the first time, I couldn't help but think, like, this is an anthemic sing-along song, but then it kind of feels weird to sing along, just like they have those pre-programmed laugh tracks in Natural Born Killers to that one particular scene where Rodney Dangerfield is you know, saying all these horrible things to Mallory, and the laugh tracks are going, and you kind of have to stop yourself for a second because you start laughing, and then you're like, no, that's not funny.
Yeah, exactly. No, it is kind of like that. That's a really good comparison, actually. But I don't know. Yeah, it is. It's messed up. It's kind of messed up when you play it and people are like dancing to it.
Is this the first time you guys have really put yourself out there in terms of like First Nations and Indigenous issues? And I mean, you know, how do you see yourselves now moving forward that the track is getting as much attention as it is? I guess we'll start with Tim.
Is it? No. Yeah. I mean, it's just nice to, you know, just make a statement about it and like just be like, we're conscious of this, and like, you know, like we're just trying to, I don't know, make people think a bit.
True.
Yeah, like shining a light on it. But yeah, I mean, I don't think, you know, it'll be something that we consciously try to like keep writing about. Maybe, who knows?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. We all have our kind of personal stories, you know.
Yeah,
with
for sure.
Our relationships with the Indigenous communities in our hometowns and all that. Like, yeah, I'm from Pictou from Pictou County, and there's like a lot going on with well, it's been 50 years of the pulp mill there. Has been like dumping its effluent into the Indian.
Dave Gunning and I were just talking about this.
Yeah. I'm from there too. I don't really know Dave, but yeah. I mean, I grew up with that, so it's just these things are just kind of like in your kind of like, you know, you just know that that's wrong, and it's kind of like definitely molds your compass or whatever, you know. It's just like, it's just insane to see that, you know, that happened for so long and nothing.
Yeah.
You know, people just keep turning, the government just keeps turning its back on it. It's just ridiculous, you know. It's like, so yeah, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, it's cool. I think it's cool to have the song because, you know, I get to talk about that, you know, and it's how wrong it is, you know.
Yeah, for sure. Well, now, I would be remiss if I didn't mention the reason why I'm talking to you right now, and that's you guys are playing Folk on the Rocks, July 12th to 14th. First time in Yellowknife, I think, right, Tim?
Yep, definitely. I'm really excited to go up there. I've never been up, so yeah, it's gonna be sweet. I don't really know what to expect, but was talking to a friend who played the festival before and says it's really great. So
yeah, well, they do really take care of their artists really well, and there's plenty of opportunities. You know, I'm assuming this festival's been on the band's radar probably for a few years now, right?
Yeah, we've had friends do it, and everybody has raving reviews, just that it's the best time, and we've always wanted to get up north, but yeah, you just rarely have the opportunity where it makes sense logistically. Yeah, so we're just stoked to finally get the opportunity.
So you guys haven't been north of 60 like at all, like no Whitehorse, no. Oh wow.
No, I mean, I have some friends that live in Dawson from my hometown, but that's like my only connection to it. Yeah.
So I mean, are you guys gonna have enough time when you come up to Yellowknife maybe to see a little bit of the sights? Have you planned this out?
We've all kind of planned trips around it to kind of spend time and take advantage of our time there. Yeah, like Chris is bringing his whole family up. Like,
wow.
Yeah. So it's kind of like, you know, you never know when an opportunity like that, if it'll happen again, you know. So you got to take advantage of the time.
Yeah, for sure. So, I mean, has the festival been in contact with you about different things you can do around the city?
Not yet, but I'm sure they'll be getting a hold of us as soon as possible. But,
yeah. Houseboats, I hear.
Houseboats are the thing.
Yeah. So that'll be cool. Yeah, it'll just be interesting to observe the culture there, the way of life, and you know, I don't know. Yeah, just learn about the area.
Yeah, well, I mean, one really cool thing about the festival is, I mean, there is a fair amount of Indigenous content at the festival. I don't know if you guys have come across that, and maybe in your research.
Not really, no. I mean, I'd imagine, like, we're touring with a Monitor fella, Mikey Wilson, and he lives in Whitehorse, and it's really neat. It seems like, you know, he seems really integrated into the community there, into the Indigenous community, and, you know, like, he works in theaters there and stuff like that, and every time they have a show or something, you know, they have they have like the land acknowledgements and stuff like that. And yeah, it's just cool. It just seems like integrated and respectful. And
yeah, like we have drummers that come every year that open the festival up there, and I mean there's a few fairly well-known Indigenous acts. I think just on your festival alone, like I think Snotty Nose Res Kids. Do you know those guys?
Yeah, I think weren't they nominated for Juno recently?
Yes.
Prize, and
I think there was a Juno there too.
Yeah, they're great. I'm super excited to see them.
Yeah, and of course there's Leela Gilday, who's sort of a Yellowknife treasure. You know, she's definitely somebody to check out. I mean, I don't know how many sets you guys are playing up there. I mean,
I don't know. But
I think just one.
Okay. Like
I don't know.
One and done.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I think there's just one day on our calendar that we're playing. So.
Are you the type of band now that, are you going to be writing on the road? Like if inspiration strikes when you're up north, Joel Plaskett a few years ago wrote a song while he was up in Yellowknife and even, got on television singing it.
Yeah, I mean, you never know. If we have some time, for sure.
Yeah. Are you guys the type of band where you're already thinking about the follow-up to the current fully?
Yeah. I think so. Yeah, there's always stuff kicking around.
Yeah,
but I don't know. Yeah, never. I don't know. Yeah, when you're on tour, it's like really hard to find the time to flush out a thought or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, different strokes for different folks.
I mean, like I'm not surprised that Plaskett wrote a song. He'll write a song in a cab.
Yeah, maybe he wrote that song in a cab.
Yeah,
might have. Or a houseboat.
That's right. That's right. Well, listen, guys, I really appreciate your time, and I'm sure the folks in Yellowknife. I mean, I already know there's I don't even live in Yellowknife anymore, and there's a heck of a lot of buzz already about you guys coming up. Cool. I think you're one of the bands that probably they've been trying to snare for quite some time. I mean, is there any comment or thought that you have for the people of Yellowknife before heading up, Tim?
Not really. Just come say hi. We're friendly folks.
Yeah, excited to meet you.
Right on. There's your headline. Wintersleep, excited to meet you.
Chat.
All right, guys. Thanks for your time, and looking forward to seeing the show a little later.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, thanks for having me.